Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you're watching God, Sex, and Love. Tonight, we're chatting with Miss Chaitali Nath. She's an author, and she's all the way in India. So if you're ready to learn more about her, then stay
You
tuned.
see what I'm about. Not hard to figure out that I'm not the type of girl that goes around and fools around. Think I'm so done with that crazy part of my past. So don't get so old to ask, 'cause I won't go there. So be aware. Yeah.
Welcome back to God, Sex, and Love. I am here with the lovely Miss Chaitali Nath. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Glad to have you here. Welcome to God, Sex, and Love.
It's such a pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Yes, I'm excited to learn more about you and everything that you have going on. So please tell us where you are and a little bit about yourself.
I'm currently in India. I've been in India all my life, and I've just come back home from college. So yeah, I mean
Wow.
that's what
I'm sorry.
that's what's happening. I just came back home from college. So I usually stay in Kolkata where my college is, and I just came back home from the hostel today.
Wow. Okay. Well, look. I know I like to say, we're international out here, but this is more proof, man. We're talking to someone in India now. So that's amazing. This technology is amazing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Well, I'm glad to have you here today. Um, so what endeavors are you into? Like, do you have a book or anything like that? Or what did you feel led to share with us today here on God, Sex, and Love?
I've actually written two books. My second book came out on the 22nd of June this year,
Mhm.
and my first book came out on 27th of June in 2018.
Uh-huh.
So I think I want to talk about that.
Awesome. Well, yeah, hey, let's tell us all about the books. What are they about and the names so we can look them up?
The first book is called Soul Spoken, which is basically what a teenager's worldview is. And the second book is called To You, which talks about love, loss, and healing.
Mm, mm. Well, hey, both of those are definitely needed. I'd love to. Let's hear more about both of those because the teens need stuff. We need more good content and love is all our thing here. So yeah, I want to hear more about both of those.
I think, it is mostly poetry because I feel a lot of feelings that we have cannot be like just expressed through prose. So it's poetry more than prose. In Soul Spoken is also prose and there are short stories and there are different ideas also, which
Mhm.
I don't think I've read personally in other books. Uh, but with To You, it's like completely poetry. There's no prose in that. It's mostly about love and heartbreak and how you find yourself through the years. And I think it's about that.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So the first book you said it was more about like several different short stories, and then the second one is obviously, again, the ups and downs of love and
Yeah.
good marriages. So this basically the short stories they're all around the same type of theme. Like, did you kind of
Oh,
pull?
the first one is also there's also poetry. There's also short stories. There are open letters. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in there. But there's also like it's like a complete worldview. Like there are like teenagers, we are like as teenagers, everyone has a lot of thoughts in their heads, and so did I. So I thought, why not write it, and maybe some other teenager will feel more heard and understood if they read it.
Got you. So that more like a passion project of yours? Like you just kind
Yeah.
of sharing all your thoughts and whatnot. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I used to write poetry, and I guess I don't know if I got discouraged, but at some point, basically, my handwriting is like chicken scratch, and I was still in like maybe middle school, high school around that time. High school, I think. And then a friend of mine, she did like really beautiful calligraphy. So I gave her my folder of poems to make it into, not to write it all in a nice, calligraphy. And her family moved, and I never saw my poems again. So
Oh, that's so
yeah,
sad.
I know it. I know, and it's funny because like years later, I never forgot it. And when she added me on Facebook, like that was one of the first things I wanted to know. Like, do you have my poems? But I don't think obviously she knew what I was talking about, or I don't even know if she even responded. But yeah, yeah. But I mean, obviously, I've written other things since then. I write songs, things like that too. But yes, it's just you're putting your heart on a page. So
You
what
don't
made
want to lose it.
yeah, like what made you share it? That was your first publication. So
Yeah.
what made you share those first?
I think it was like more of a impromptu decision and more of a decision that I took like in maybe like, oh, I want to do this, just like a hormonal surge or an emotional surge that every teenager has. So I think it was that. But when it came to actually publishing it was like, oh my God, what have I just gotten into? And then I was like halfway deep into it. So I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll just deal to it.
Got you. Yeah, yeah. I know sometimes you just gotta take that leap and just kind of, I say step out on faith and just do the thing. And then once you know you can do it, then you're like, yeah, okay, I can keep doing it. And so here comes your second book, right? All about this love and everything like that. So I'm very interested to hear about this. So is it like, um, I know you said heartbreaks and whatnot. So does this come from like a single perspective or married or, is this true stories? Like, tell us about the book that's about love.
Yeah, is this fine now? Yeah.
Yes, yes, you're
I think the thing is with to you there's a lot that's coming through that it's actually very ambiguous. It depends on who's reading. So if a married person reads it, they're like, oh, I got one of my married friends to read it and she's like, oh, this is so relatable to my marriage. I'm like, what? So it's actually what I wrote from a single perspective, but it's also something that can be relatable to a married person or someone who's in a relationship or something like that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand because well, those that watch me here, they already know that I kind of struggled in my single days, and so I was always looking at the married side and having that desire and things like that, and people with my married friends, they would kind of look at me in my life and be like, "Oh, well, you're doing it. You out here, living on your own and da da da." So, and I know sometimes people feel like maybe a single person doesn't have much to give to a married person or vice versa, unless you're in the situation. But I mean, depending on where you are mentally, I mean, I think a single person could say something that could be encouraging and inspiring to married people and vice versa. So it's just one of those things. So is it your personal life that kind of led to this book or
I would not say completely because I'm single and there's not much romantic experience that I have. But there's a lot that I've experienced as a spectator, more specifically as a spectator or an observer. And
mm,
I somewhere felt very moved by certain incidents. So that, and somewhere also personal life. I mean, you cannot deny that. It's
got
personal
you.
life, it's outside stories, it's YouTube videos, it's a lot of stuff.
Wow. Well, it sounds exciting. It sounds exciting. So, I mean, do you have any other things in the works these days?
There's a
Now that
lot in
this
the
one's
works
out,
these days.
you just like one at a
There's a,
time, one book at a time.
yeah, one at a time, definitely.
I understand. So on your in your search, what with this book right here, I'm sure you're doing maybe like a little bit of a tour and things like that, or even with this, right, like a virtual tour and things like that. Have you gotten a chance to kind of have a book signing and things like that yet?
Not yet. Not at all.
Yeah, me neither. Like it was something I wanted to do, but I don't know. Every time I just make a book, I just post it online. But hey, I got a book, y'all. Hopefully, my next one though, I'll get a chance to like actually have a gathering and stuff because I think that'd be nice to just celebrate each moment and each milestone and each accomplishment.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
was, I think, in college and just like looking at patients while my book got released. So it was like a little weird about it.
Oh. Well, I mean, I hope that the people are really, embracing you and supporting your book and everything like that. Um, so did you say that earlier that you spent some time here in America as well, and that you just got back to India? Is that what I was I
No,
understanding
no,
that
no.
correctly?
I've been in India all my life. So I haven't really had the chance as of yet to visit America.
Oh, okay, okay. but we will like the people in the US have access to your materials and your book, right? Okay,
Yeah,
good.
definitely.
Oh,
It's available in the US. It's
mm,
available on Amazon. It's available on Barnes and Noble, and I think a few more platforms also. I know of these two.
okay. Okay. Well, we got definitely before you leave, we got to definitely get your, your sites and let you shout those out in your social media for people to find you and everything like that. So, okay, so you've been in India all your life, so you really and never anywhere else, never traveled anywhere else. Because I haven't. Well, technically, I've traveled to different states, but I haven't necessarily traveled to like a different country yet. So
I
is that
haven't
something that,
traveled to a different country either.
wow? Is that something you would like to do, or you're
I
like,
would
nah,
love to do that.
yeah,
I would love to do that.
yeah, me too, me too. Just to get that. I mean, I know we got videos, and I know people, and stuff like that, but it's nothing like experiencing something for yourself, and
Definitely.
yeah, getting that hands-on experience and whatnot. So, I mean, so how is dating life for you then? Like, I'm sure it's a totally different thing in India, right? Like, is it? And okay, I don't want to assume, but I think my understanding isn't it like arranged marriages and whatnot? Inform me. You
No,
educate me on.
arranged marriages are definitely things that do happen in India very often. But it's not a very societal pressure, like especially now. Now that people are moving away and from arranged marriages, they have like a very different society comparatively to what was in the maybe 70s or 80s or even 90s. Uh, and so arranged marriage is happening. It's definitely happening, and it's probably going to happen till probably the end of the civilization. But it's not that common like it used to be. There are a lot of love marriages happening, and a lot is happening like that. But as for me, I am completely single. I'm not even looking for someone right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm in my chill space. I don't want anyone right
Got you. Yeah, I know. It's like I said, I struggled back then because I definitely I was looking for marriage. I'm like, where's my husband? Like all that type of stuff, right? And so, but I know everybody's not like me. Some people are happily single and stuff because
now. Yeah,
you
yeah.
spend time wisely to um
How much?
learn more about yourself and I feel like learn what God wants you to do and things like that. So I don't know where are you with that? Like not to no judgment either way, but is it something that you're considering when it comes to like dating and all of that type of stuff? Like not say what are you looking for? I mean, because you said you're not looking for anything right now because you're seems like you're very focused on your endeavors. Um, I don't know how to ask the question now. I don't know. I don't know. Let me think some more. I don't know. Is there anything? Say, for example, like your future husband is watching this. Like, what would you want him to see in this? You're just like, hello,
Uh,
I'm an author. Be here to support me.
I just don't have any like specific preference right now because right now I'm really not looking for anybody. But eventually, if I do, I definitely have loyalty and punctuality on my top list. So yeah, I think those are the two qualities that are very important in a person. And of course, that the person is like very well spoken and very kind and polite, and not just to people they know or people that are of use to them, but everybody, like even strangers, and also intelligence. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, like I get the vibe that hey, you don't want just anybody stepping to you. They got to come correct, whoever they are, everything like that, and support you in your endeavors that you currently have. It's so one thing I want to say, I want to thank you so much for coming because I know that with the title God, Sex and Love, people can get all kinds of things in their mind about like what this could be and whatnot. And so when you came across us, like what was on your heart and mind? And like, did you have anything in particular that you wanted to talk about or share with us here?
I was like, I just came in with an open mind. I came in with the idea that if I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna have fun and talk and smile and laugh. That's all I had in mind when I went in.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I hope that you have received that and had that today.
I definitely have.
Yes, ma'am. I've enjoyed talking to you as well. I would love for you to make sure to tell us where we can find you. Do you have social media and a website, things like that to share?
I have Instagram and there on Twitter. On Facebook, not yet. But the easiest way to find me is Google my name. It's as simple as that. Google my name.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds good to me. I appreciate you so much for dropping by.
Thank you so much for having me.
Miracle Sam's, let's go. No, I'm good, but I bet you wishing I would have a one night affair. Say what? But I won't go where you wish I could. 'Cause right now you're looking so good. That's right. But is it worth the chance? Still even more than that. No, you see what I'm about. Not hard to
Thank you so much for watching God, Sex, and Love. And thank you to Miss Chaitali Nav for joining us tonight. I hope that you guys check out her 2 books. And friends, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good night.
so be aware, yeah. No, I'm good.